Good morning. Welcome to Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. Hey, it's Melissa on Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe. I just am shooting a few minutes here real quick. Just want you to get the opportunity to see what the birds are really like when we first come into the pen after a long break, like from overnight. So I've opened up the door behind me and a door over here to this side of me. So that would be our south side of the barn and our east side of the barn. And got a door open on the west side. I'm not going to open up the north side just yet, but I'm going to put the camera on the birds and keep talking a little bit and let you see what we see when we walk into the barn. So the first thing is that honestly, we hope and pray to not find any birds that we've lost overnight. So as we first come into the barn and we're scanning the area, that's like one of the first things I'm looking for. Are they all still alive? So that's truly the first thing I'm looking for. In a lot of our videos, you see the birds are, laying down, real relaxed. It's calm. You can see right now they're all busy, active, up, because they want their feeders filled up. They want their waters filled. So, and in this pen, look what we've got. We've got one of the older birds there. She's about 5.5 weeks old now as we're filming this. She has jumped the short wall from her pen into the baby bird pen with birds that aren't quite 2 weeks old. So, like, actually, I'll get in the walk-in brooder and I will have to help her get back over. She can get back over on her own, obviously, because she got in. And she may go back over on her own, but if she doesn't, I'll just pick her up gently with my hands and put her back over there. But the plan of action here is going to be water the baby birds first. All their waters need refilled. Water the baby birds first, then fill all their feeder trays. So I'll go through, they've eaten those, they're clear empty. They've eaten everything out of them overnight. So we want to get water in their systems first though. So I'll fill waters, fill feeders. As we do that, that'll settle them down. For now, it's still in the 60s, so I can leave all of their lights on until the day warms up a little more. We'll get Miss Thang back there, back over into her side. The big bird that's all the way in the back. We'll put her back over before I fill waters and feeders here. And then these birds, after I finish the baby bird pen, these birds still have water. They still have feed. They've emptied, though, I'll show you. They've emptied one feeder right there. So they've knocked it down. And they're a little bit perturbed anyway about the feed situation because they were getting the complete feed crumble like we start them on. And then, so we start them on a 22% crumble. See how active and chirpy and chattery they are. We start them on a 22% crumble, then we reduce it to 19% crumble. And these birds have already completed that part of their grower and we're into finisher. And so this is just cracked corn. That's all it is. And that's what we want to finish our birds on. And see, they're coming up. They're kind of like actually pecking at my boots. They want me to add more feed, but they're going to get more of the corn. Sorry, we're losing focus there. They would like it to be crumble, but it's not going to be crumble. So, and I'll have to clean water trays out. You can kind of see they get debris and bedding in there overnight. And, we look inside the waters. They're still pretty full. It was cool overnight. They didn't eat a whole lot or drink a whole lot overnight. So we'll definitely add at least 50 pounds of feed. We'll clean water trays. Yeah, see, like these guys are like, we're going to eat your shoes if you don't if you don't give us food. So anyway, that's what it's really like when you walk into the barn after a long break. But I'm very encouraged. All the birds are alive. And so these birds actually that we're looking at here, 5.5 weeks old, they go to the processor in 6 days. So they'll be fed for 5 more days. They'll go to the processor in 6 days and we'll get the poultry back from them about a week to 10 days after we take them to the processor. There's a nice rooster. These birds are really looking nice. So I think we'll finish with about 200 out of 229 that we'll get to take to the processor out of this flock. So gonna hit the chores, start to get things done. This is what the birds look like when they gather up around a feeder. That's what we want to see. We want plenty of room for everybody to get to a feeder. I've been in here, they know they're going to get food and water. Everybody's starting to relax, and it's better to let them relax before you start adding food for sure. But get water in them first. When you chore, get your water straightened out first. Encourage the birds to get to the water and drink, especially the babies. That's what we're going to be doing with them. I'm going to do waters very first. Get some water in them, then the food. Water is necessary for the digestion to happen right. So, hey, y'all join me back in the barn again another day, I hope. Please subscribe to our channel, Twin Oaks Farm Poultry, and we'll see you again back in the barn. Thanks so much.